I'm Anil Kumar, and in this list of videos, I'm going to share with you a couple of videos to understand how to find altitude of a triangle and then the area of the triangle, right? So we'll work with questions which are very similar to this. As mentioned here, triangle ABC has vertices A, B, and C. Find equation for any altitude and find area of triangle. So these are three parts which we have to look into. The first part really is the equation, but you could sketch this particular triangle to get an idea of what you are trying to deal with, right? You'll highly appreciate it once I show you the triangle ABC. So let's see how to find altitude of a triangle and then area of the triangle. This example is very simple. Let me just sketch and show you how we could approach, right? Now, I'm making a very rough sketch as I normally do. Let's say point A is -3, 4, right? So let's say, so most of the things are like -3 plus 3. Okay, let's say this is -3. 4 will be slightly more. So let's say this will be -3, 4. And that's the coordinate for point A for us, okay? So A is -3, 4. B is 3, 0. That means it is x-intercept. So let's say this is the point which is B and it is 3, 0. Okay. Now C is -3, 1. So -3, so this is -3 for us. 1 means, let this be here, right? So 1. Now if you connect these points, what do you get? You get a triangle, of course, right? So let me just connect them. Okay. So that's the triangle we'll work with. Now do you observe something here? Okay, this point is C for us, which is -3, 1. Now to find altitude, what we need to do is we have to drop a perpendicular from a vertex to the opposite side. So let's understand what is altitude. Altitude is a perpendicular from vertex to opposite side. Perfect. So if you look at it, from B, if we drop an altitude, a perpendicular to AC, that will be along the x-axis. This is a vertical line. You see, -3, -3. That means this is a vertical line, and therefore that becomes the altitude for us in this particular case. Correct? So let me name this point as D. So BD, in our case, in this particular case, BD is an altitude from B to the line AC, right? Or the side or segment AC. Is it okay? Now the question is, we need to find equation of this altitude. Now you can clearly see that the coordinates of point D will be what? -3, 0, right? So, and B is 3, 0. So it is a horizontal line, right? So the equation of BD, which is the altitude, right? Which is the altitude, is what? Now at this is a horizontal line and the y value is 0. Perfect. So we can write this as y equals to 0. Perfect. It has 0 as your y-intercept and slope is also 0. Y equals to 0 is the equation of this particular line. So we get the equation without doing any calculations. Do you see that? So first part, which may not look like significant, but helps us to simplify the solution. Do you see that? It's very important to realize when we have an open question, equation of any altitude. Do you understand? Any altitude. So this is our choice. Make good choices. Okay, so we got the first one. Now let's find the area of triangle. Now area of a triangle is half base times height. Now height is this altitude distance, right, from B to D. Clearly, we can find AC from the figure itself. It doesn't require calculations. 4 minus, this was minus 1, sorry for that. 4 minus minus 1 is AC. So AC is 4 minus minus 1, which is 5. And BD, length of BD, I should say, is 3 minus minus 3, right? Is 3 minus minus 3, which is 6. So AC is the base, BD is the altitude or the height of the triangle. That becomes the height. Is that okay? So the area A is half AC times BC, which is half of 5 times 6, right? So which is 15 unit square. It's kind of important to write unit square if no units are given to us. So this was a very simple example. However, this could be very tricky if you take point C as the one to find altitude, right? So in the next example, we'll not have such a simple scenario. We'll take a point like C and then find the altitude from C to the other side, right? So that is what we are going to do in the following video. I'll encourage you to look into most of the videos in this list to really understand how complicated questions could be of the similar kind where we are trying to find altitude and then the triangle area. You can always search by typing in Anil Kumar coordinate geometry playlist, Anil Kumar altitude playlist. If you like, put some likes and feel free to post questions, share my videos and subscribe. Thank you and all the best.